What is going on, guys? It is your boy Sam coming to you guys with a brand new video for the channel. Now this one's going to actually be a little bit different. This is actually going to be a tips video, and the tips are going to go towards Hyperscape, which is the brand new battle royale game that came out by Ubisoft around last week. And I must say, man, this game is really fun. I love playing it. I truly enjoy it, and I've gotten a few high kill games. I got a few wins under my belt, and I want to kind of share my tips with you guys for the people who do play Hyperscape and people who are new to Hyperscape, just to give you guys kind of like a stepping stone to kind of try to get your foot in the door. So without further ado, man, let's hop right into these top 10 tips to get better at Hyperscape. Now the first tip I want to address is use training mode. Training mode in this game is really good. I think it's really well made. It gives you the time to actually learn how to use the different hacks in the game along with the different weapons, and learn how to really get your aim on point with every single weapon in the game. Now besides launchers in the game, every gun in this game is hit scan, so that means that every gun you gotta really learn how to aim and actually know how to hit your shots correctly. So I really would say take your time to actually learn everything in this game, every gun, every hack, and all the different movement tools in the game to really get you moving and everything in your gameplay just on top of this game. The second thing I really want to address is your settings. Now when it comes to your settings, the settings in this game in default are ridiculously crazy. I don't know how they set it up that way or who plays at that level. I guess they have PC in mind. But definitely adjust your settings to your liking. Settings in this game are really important. I mean, for 80 is low zoom, 80 is high zoom. Your world cursor sensitivity and everything else, man. Just learn how to really set those settings. Learn your other settings that you want to use, like audio and video and stuff like that. Just to adjust to your liking. Now I do play with colorblind mode on the Tritanopia. That's the one I use just because it's easier to see my enemies and easier for me to kind of get my shots off personally and really be on target all the time. But like I said, settings are all for you. Look into it in your own time. Try to fix it in training mode and stuff like that. Just really see how comfortable it is for you. The third tip that I have, and this is mostly going to be in game now. This is mostly going to be like this is going to be a huge section. It's going to be a really huge section. So the first thing I really want to talk about is movement. Movement is super important in this game. With it being a game, a battle royale that's more focused on movement and high paced action, you gotta always be on the move, always be moving, always be ducking and dodging, always trying to get the upper hand on somebody. So use your movement. You have things like slide canceling. You have things like the teleport triple jump. You have also things like the slam cancels, and stuff like that. Learn how to really get your movement down by sliding, getting place to place really fast. And then start trying to incorporate your abilities into it to help you move from point A to point B faster, or to flank around this building faster, or to get up to this building a lot faster, so you can kind of get in and out of gunfights and kind of heal up. Just use your movements to the best of your ability and just keep it going. The more you train with it, the better I promise you will be at it. I've learned so much learning which hacks I really want to use. Like I mostly use like teleport or slam, sometimes ball. Even though ball is sort of like it's a getaway tool. It's easy to kind of knock you out of it if you have a powerful weapon. But I use things like slam and teleport mostly to kind of get me in and out of situations, or to kind of flank people, or to kind of surprise them. So definitely just take time to actually learn the movement in this game, the different hacks, and I'm sure you'll definitely be going. The second thing I want to address is also using weapons. For the next tip, using weapons that actually reflect upon your playstyle. Now, I'm a sniper personally, and I usually run the Protocol and the Ripper, but I've been having a lot of fun really using guns that actually fit more my other playstyle, which is aggressive, and also go for high kill. So I use like the Skybreaker Hexfire, or Skybreaker Riot 1, or Hexfire Riot 1, just because those guns they do high damage, and it's easy for me to kind of get easy kills right then and there and just finish people. Like it's actually really crazy. Those guns do so much damage, and once you fully upgrade them, it's just possibilities are endless. So definitely use guns to fit your playstyle. If you're more of an aggressive player with like shotguns and stuff like that, pick up the Mammoth and use a Ripper or RP. Just go into training mode, really learn the guns, learn what guns fit your playstyle, and take into the real game and see how much you will do good with them. Just take your time. It all takes time. I'm sure you can do it. I know you can. It's funny, now we're going to be sticking on the same topic for the next tip, which is tip number six is to use hacks to fit your playstyle. Now every hack in this game is completely different. I think it's a total of around 10 hacks. You have wall, you have ball, you have invisibility, you have invulnerability, you have teleport, you have slam, you have mine, you have heal. Possibilities are endless when it comes to using hacks, and use hacks that really fit you. So if you know in your team with squads, you're gonna be more of the medic for the team. Go ahead and pick up like a heal and invisibility, things like that. If you know your team is gonna be low, and you guys are fighting like the last sector, or you guys are just in a really crazy fight. You guys retreat and they need to heal because they're like one shot. Definitely throw it on the heal. Try to max it out if you can, so the cooldown will be faster, and they take less time for them to actually heal faster. And possibilities are endless, man. Just keep using those hacks, trying to figure out which ones work for you, and just use them, because the hacks in this game are so much fun. And I feel like once you learn those hacks that fit you, you're gonna go so far in this game, so far. The next thing I want to talk about for next tip is actually playing sector. Now, when I say playing sector, sectors close after a set period of time, and depending on where you are, they're going to close, and people are going to try to escape from them. So if you have the high ground, or even if you have the low ground, and they're trying to retreat and they're not paying attention, take that chance to actually pick opponents off. If you have powerful weapons and you have a good setup, and your squad has a good setup in general, definitely play sector and get those kills. Eliminate those enemies if you can. At least knock one or two of them and try to be on the move. Because in this game, if you stay in one spot too long, if you're hiding in the building too long, if you try to just sit on one spot for too long, other teams will capitalize on that and actually punish you for it. They will kill you for it. So definitely get those kills in sector and move on. Do not stay in that one spot forever. And I guarantee this is a way that you will be able to get those easy kills right off the bat. My other thing to say off of that too is don't get greedy. If you get too greedy, you're going to pay for it. This game is brutal. Everybody in this game has around 120 HP. And the thing is, if you're just sitting in one spot, getting too greedy with all these kills that just picking everybody off the top of the rooftop, these are Protocol or Ripper, Hexfire, Skybreaker, whatever, and you're just like picking, you're like, I got 2 or 3 kills in a row. I'm gonna keep pushing it. Well, if you keep pushing it, and you're sitting in that one spot, people are gonna come behind you and flank you and kill you. People are gonna come from the sides and kill you. People are gonna pick you off with a certain gun that has like high amounts of damage, especially if they have it fully maxed out. You're getting picked off like that. Like, don't get too greedy for your kills. I always suggest getting 1 or 2 kills and moving. Always be on the move. Like I said in the last tip, always be on the move. Because if you're not on the move, you kind of sticking yourself basically. So you always got to be on the move, man. Do not get greedy for those kills. Just constantly get that 1 or 2 kills and move to the next building and move further inside the sector, so you can kind of keep getting that upper chance on them. The second to last tip that I really want to put into this video is don't play high ground too long. Now, I do play a play style with my friends that everybody also does play in this game. It's called rooftops, where you basically run around rooftops and try to pick everybody off, either in a distance, or people on the side of you that are not paying attention, fighting another team or something like that. You play rooftops to kind of keep the high ground, and you basically, like I said, pick people off as time goes on. But at the same time, everybody else plays rooftops, and it's easy for them to kind of do the same exact thing to you. And if you get caught in that, you're pretty much in a 50-50 situation. It can either be escapable or inescapable. So I would say don't play rooftops too long. Try to, if you can, say if you see an enemy on top of a roof and he has like a salvo or a hexfire, and say you have a protocol or a riot 1. My thing is, if they're on high ground and they see you, play low ground, because if you play low ground, this is a little thing I learned. It's in every FPS game really. People peek all the time. If you have a protocol, max level protocol, and it does like 120 damage headshot, which is literally an instant kill. If they peek that and you see them before they see you, you hit them, it's an instant kill. Like, don't always play high ground too much, because if you play high ground too much, it's gonna be easy for people to kind of capitalize on your mistake, or capitalize while flanking you from your left to right side, or even behind you. Just try to play different. Try to switch up your play style every time, because you can't play one play style the whole game. Sometimes you gotta just play really different in every single situation, because so many situations in this game are rise. It's a lot of monotony. It's just straight up ridiculous. But this game is fun, and once you learn your play styles and know how to play different play styles and know how to adapt and evolve, the possibilities are endless. The next tip I want to talk about in Hyperscape is actually communication. Communication is so key in this game. You have so much to communicate, whether it's enemies coming from across the street, enemies on top of the rooftop, enemies right above you guys. You know, if you need healing, if you need, you know, a certain upgrade for your weapon, you know, go ahead and communicate those things, because once you communicate in this game with your team, things just flow so much easier. Especially say if you go for high kill games, you know, let your team know, hey, I'm at this X amount of kills. Hey, let me get that kill. Hey, you know, this dude's one shot. Let me chase him. This and that. Because when you communicate, your whole team's going to be able to work around you. You guys are going to be able to work together and really, you know, maximize you guys' killing potential and actually winning potential as well. So I really say communication is something you need to push in this game. Communication is so key. And for the last tip, and this is something I've been implementing since day one, because I've been playing Apex Legends for a while, and I've been wanting people to kind of implement it as well, is crouch shooting or strafing. Crouch shooting or strafing is so important in this game, because if you take long strafes or short strafes in the middle of a gunfight, people aren't going to know how to keep up with it, and it's easy for you to kind of secure a kill that way, excuse me. It's going to be easy for you to kind of secure a kill that way. So use crouch strafing to your abilities. All crouch strafing is when you're shooting at somebody, you crouch and you actually move back and forth with your left analog stick to kind of straight in and out of the way, basically avoiding the bullets left and right. And you keep crouching, standing up, standing up, and moving back and forth, and it kind of helps you dodge bullets, but it's also helping you kind of, you know, win that gunfight by surviving longer than they will. If you can hit your shots correctly, oh dude, you're gonna melt them. Like if you crouch in this game, your aim and your bullets are more precise. So especially if you're aiming up a little bit on them, that's going to be guaranteed headshots, which headshots do a lot of damage in this game. So if you implement crouch standing or crouch shooting or strafing, you're literally going to win those gunfights 9 times out of 10. You're going to win those gunfights automatically. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little tip video, man. It was 10 tips that I have for this game to get better, and things that I've been doing to help me get better at the game and help me improve. Hope you guys do take some of these tips and actually implement them to your gameplay. Man, this game is just really fun. It's free to play. It's just a really great game. I love playing it so much, and I hope you guys do enjoy playing it too. I hope these tips actually help you get better at the game, and I hope these tips actually, you know, help you see some improvement as you play the game, either by yourself or with the squad. Either hope all you guys can get better and just really get good. Because the crew that I play with, after we started playing the first day, we saw ourselves getting better like the next day. So I really suggest you guys just use these tips and try to be the best that you can be in this game. Until then, it's your boy Sid signing out. I love you guys. Peace. Subscribe to the channel.